Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout will take place at a catch weight of 150 pounds. Introducing the principals, starting with the red corner, wearing the black, white, and blue combat trunks. He represents Pariah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whit Campbell. And his opponent, from out of the blue corner, representing Empower, wearing the camouflage green and black trunks. Please welcome John Nelson Griffith. Your referee is UFC veteran Tom the Terrible Johnson. Round one. Fight.
All right, we got a catchweight fight here, and you can see Whit's coming in with a little bit of a height and size advantage in it. Oh, but
that was a heck of a leg catch. And we've got a back take right off.
Yeah, John does not care about that size advantage. He made quick work of getting to the ground, and looks like he's got really good topside position here.
Yes, he does. He's floating really well on the top. He took the back, allowed Whit to turn to his side, and he worked a little bit of a trick mount right back into back take.
Yeah, he's holding on good right now. He's keeping that right leg really based out, like really deep in on the hook, so he's kind of on the side. It makes it really easy to strike to one side.
And just hanging on with his right leg. Nice easy hook in. If Whit takes a turn or rolls out, he can pull that hook and turn it over real quick. But falls right back into full back take. He's got both hooks in deep. Almost crossed those ankles. You don't want to see that happen.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, Whit's got him against the cage, which can be really helpful for the guy who's in the bad position to be able to use it to turn, but I don't know he's going to get that on John here. John's doing a great job pulling his head off just like this and sliding down off it.
Whit's best bet right here would be to start scooching forward and get his hips on the mat in front of the back take. If he can get to that point, he can start fighting the arms off and not worry about the hooks as much.
Yeah, you can see, I think John's thinking the same thing because he's unhooking that left leg right there with his foot to keep him from doing it.
Yep.
But just like you said there, you know, Whit's starting to sit up and get a little bit of a base.
Yeah. He takes one hook out, just enough to grab that neck. See if he can get that second hook in and hold on to that choke. Nope, Whit's hand fighting really well at this point. He's staying really composed. He's not freaking out. He's not worrying. He's hand fighting well.
Yeah, not the start Whit would have wanted coming out here, but like you said, he's composed himself really well, and he got back to the position he wants to be in here. Let's see what he can do now, having a little bit of control.
That was great composure from Whit Campbell. To be able to fight off of a back take like that with the hooks in so deep, work his way in, stay calm, hand fight the chokes, stay and manage the situation, right back to where he wants to be. Now he's got a little bit of a half back take himself.
Yeah, he's definitely reversed the position here, and with his size, if he gets on top or he gets down to position, that could wear on a smaller fighter like John. But John reverses out.
That was very intelligent of John. He dropped one leg down in order to shake him off shake Whit Campbell off of his back. He had a really great position there where he could throw some strikes. He gave it up to try to take a single leg, but gave up on that as well.
Yeah, I'll say I'm really impressed with John's tenacity or innovativeness, I guess, maybe. You know, he's coming out really quick and really fast, and he's seeing the right opportunities to just make something happen.
Yeah, he's just a half second behind on a lot of them. That may catch up in the second round for him.
Here we go for round two. That first round we came out with no real meaningful action or damage, but some very interesting transitions. The one key part is we didn't really get to see any striking in the first round, so it'd be nice to come out here and see how these guys handle the stand-up.
Yeah, we got all the grappling in the first round. Now it looks like we're going to let the hands fly. Whit Campbell throw a nice four-piece combination there.
Ooh, big kick.
And that's the second leg kick by Griffith in this round, and he's caught him both times.
Yeah, I think Whit's putting a lot of weight on that front leg, so every time he gets kicked, he's getting his bounce taken completely out. He's going to have to start getting a little lighter on his feet here if John's going to keep targeting that leg.
Sure. Or he's going to work to an angle, standing square up in front of him. If you're going to put that heavy, but all the weight on that front foot. You cannot stay straight squared up because you're leaving. Oh, that was a great high kick.
You saw the big disadvantage right there to John catching the kicks, though. As he got tagged big,
Yeah.
but came back with a
Campbell
big one
just
of his
got
own.
caught with a very strong cross. Put Whit Campbell on his butt in the corner. Now, Griffith has him in a great dead spot in the cage. If he can hold him right there and start raining down with some strikes, he's going to be in a good spot. He's in kind of top half guard, and he's throwing hammer fists.
The big bombs right there.
And there's not a whole lot of answer from Whit Campbell at this point other than to wrap up an arm and try to recover.
Yeah, John's only mistake maybe was, we'll see how it ends here, it was charging in after knockdown because they let Whit close that distance and hold on like he's doing now.
Yeah.
Recover a little bit. John should have dropped him there and picked his strikes a little better.
He could have,
but he's still on top.
He could have entered kind of knee on belly and been in a much stronger position, slid over to mount. Instead, he ended up in top half guard, and now he's working his way kind of to the other side. And then Whit Campbell's doing a great job of trapping an arm and pulling him down, using the time to recover, holding on to his head.
Yeah, John's still controlling it well, and he's still landing some good shots from top, but, you know, what could have been if he was able to pick his shots in his position, like you had said, a little better out of that.
Sure. Very smart from Whit Campbell. Uses a little stand-up and base. Blood coming from the bridge of the nose of Whit Campbell at this point.
Yeah, John's done a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's got some swelling under the right eye.
Oh,
nice,
big shot.
Hard, huge cross. Whit Campbell just holding on, trying to survive at this point.
Good takedown
Great.
by Whit.
Yeah, that was just a back slam from Whit. Now he's raining down with right hands.
Very quick shift to this. Whit realizing in his head he's got to make something happen here.
Yeah, he was in a lot of trouble. Now Whit Campbell's got Griffith in the dead spot of the cage, and that's the position you want to be in, where you have gravity working. Oh, nice up kick. Oh, careful. Whit entered a little bit dangerous there. He ended up kind of in a bad armbar or triangle position. Now he's worked his way back into the guard of Griffith.
Here we go for the final round of this great fight so far. First round treated us to some slow and tactical, smart groundwork. Second round was electric stand-up. I can't wait to see what happens now.
It seems like every time Whit Campbell throws a kick, a high kick, Griffith catches it and gives him a trip. Now he's got a little waist lock and clinch against the cage. Whit Campbell needs to turn, get an underhook and elevate so he can change that position. And he takes a nice little trip for himself.
Yeah, John started this one out again with a big shot, but the most interesting part about this so far has been John starts every round strong, and then Whit turns it around in the second half and gets the dominant part to finish. And Whit's kind of starting early here, it looks like.
He's got kind of top half guard, half back take, and he's raining down right hands, which is great. Griffith is going to want to control that hand and start rotating over. He's going to either start to pivot out or get an underhook out the other side. Turning to this hip is not good for him because it's putting him in danger of strikes. He needs to get an underhook from the other side and start prying up.
Yeah, and I think you can see the weight affecting a little bit in this later round here where John doesn't look like he's having an easy time getting Whit off him or moving under him.
Agreed.
He does fine on top and he does fine stand up, but once Whit gets on top, he kind of gets to be able to settle in a little bit.
Yeah, you want to see Whit, there you go, start peeling that leg out and he can work towards mount. If he just tripods up a little bit, spreads, he's got that the left foot in there to pull the right foot out. He hasn't had a chance to get it there yet. And Griffith intelligently starts to push down on that right knee.
Yeah, it's curious to see. Whit's got this top side now. Like you said, he's still working on the leg. The big key is if he could get that leg out and get them out.
Sure.
With this amount of exhaustion in the fight, all he's got to do is throw some – they don't got to be good strikes. Just throw some strikes in, and you might be able to get the ref to call this fight because it's going to be hard for John to defend himself or keep up the pace.
Absolutely. Now we're going to a little bit of a butterfly guard from John on the bottom here. Let's see how this works out. Right back to full guard.
Yeah, good transition by John getting to a safe spot there. He's got to get himself off that cage or use that cage to get some offense of his own, though, because right now as it's going, he hasn't done anything in this round aggressive.
Campbell's being really smart about it. He's posturing up and keeping Griffith in the dead spot of the cage so he can throw right hands.
Yeah, a lot of good pressure by Campbell. Like you said, he's keeping that leg posted, keeping him from moving off. He's doing a great job of controlling John here. And there's John trying to posture and get something, but it let Campbell rain down some big shots.
Yeah, He tried to throw an arm bar. He does have a hold of an arm. He's going to get slammed. Right back down. Now, if Campbell's smart, he'll shuck those legs to the side and get more towards a knee on belly or a side control and rain those punches down, and then he won't have to worry about those arms as bad.
It looks like we might be going to decision, and that's always dangerous, especially in a close fight like this. You got no idea what the judges thought themselves.
Yeah, we had back and forth the whole way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. All three judges scored about the same, 29-28. For your winner at the end of regulation, from out of the blue corner, make some noise.